Okay then, so I just got done watching episode 101 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, and while it was an episode that was good, not too much plot advancement happened, but we'll get into it. So first up we had the appearance of Kite Tenjo, who we saw in the last episode, appear. It is awesome seeing all these old characters like make reappearances in the series. The only thing about it is, it kind of gives me an idea that this is most likely the last Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, and the only reason I think that is because the person who created it, Kazuki Takahashi, he wanted to stop at Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, but then he ended up making Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and obviously he made Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal as well. So I think Arc 5, considering that all the other people in the series have all come together, this is a good chance it could be the last one, which I know a lot of people probably won't want to hear, but I think it'd be a good way to end, because I think it's a strong ending, this series, if it has. So Kite thinks that these guys are invaders. He says that, well, basically Academia have tried all these tricks, so you telling me that you're not invaders, that you're here to help us, that could just be another one of their tricks. So I decided that the way I'm going to find out if you're telling the truth or not, basically how anyone decides anything in this world, is I'm going to duel you to see what kind of people you are. Oddly, which I didn't actually see coming, Sawatari offers to duel first. So Sawatari steps up, begins to duel with him. He also starts quoting a bunch of Yuya's lines, which Yuya's kind of like, okay. That kind of made me laugh. So what about Sawatari? He's not a very good duelist, but he does make me laugh in this series. I'll have to give him that. However, I didn't actually expect Sawatari to go in there with a plan. I didn't even expect him to have, like, the foresight to do this. But he goes in. When he first saw him, he saw that Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon and thinks that that must be his ace monster. And the fact that he's still alive in this universe with all this, like, war and everything, he must be a powerful opponent. So we need to seal that card. So he activates something which stops level 4 monsters from overlaying. And I thought that was quite clever of him. Not the right monster he should have stopped from overlaying, though. He should have waited till those 8 stars come out, but he didn't know that, did he? So obviously it doesn't work very well. So it was cool seeing Sawatari play like an anti-Xyz deck, so that was quite cool. Gong decides that he wants to join in the fray as well, so he joins in. He has a 2,000 life point intrusion penalty. And he summons a monster in defense mode and says that with this monster out, no one can attack each other, so we'll be able to like figure out a plan, and we won't have to like do damage to each other. Unfortunately, their like teamwork isn't very good, so Sawatari does some effect damage to Kite, which causes that monster's effect to be destroyed, so he can't use that anymore. So yeah, they don't work very well together as a team. Now, Kite's deck uses monsters called Cypher Wings, which I don't think he's ever used before. I think this is his new like archetype, just like how Jack had like new cards in his deck. So his Cypher Wings, basically just 4-star monsters. If he's got 2 of them on the field, neither of them can be destroyed by battle, I think it was. And I think it was one of the Spell or Trap cards effects, but you can double one of the monster's attacks once as well. And that applies for any Cypher monster. So if he happens to get, say, I don't know, a Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon out on the field, then he can double that as well. Something that I found weird is the fact that Yuya and Yuto can talk to each other now, which I don't think we ever had that before. So it just seemed weird that they sort of just, it just sort of happened, and Yuya wasn't like, wait, how are we talking now? They could have probably like played it off saying that, oh, now that we're back in my home Xyz dimension, we must have a stronger connection or something like that. I don't mind the fact that they're talking. I hope it doesn't turn into like an astral Yuma sort of thing. But in fact, I wouldn't even mind that if he sort of coaches Yuya on Xyz something in this universe, then yeah, that's not too bad. And before they even started talking to each other, Yuya says that he recognised the Cypher monster because it belonged to Kite Tenjo. And he's like, whoa, how did I know his name? And then he realises it's through Yuto that he was able to remember this. Yuto says that he's met Kite before. He used to go to a different school than him, but he saw him in a duel once. He had an amazing style of dueling, but his face was very different because he was all chill and happy, but now he's just got anger in his eyes. So Kite now duels with anger, and even his Galaxy Eyes has sort of inherited his anger as well. He doesn't have Galaxy Eyes, he has angry eyes. I'd like to say that Kite plays very strategically the way he duels. I thought it was pretty awesome the way he was like reacting to the things that was happening to him, as well that when he was seeing all these new summoning techniques like pendulum summoning, action fields, action magic, he sort of like looked at them, repeated it to himself, and to me it sounded like he was making like a mental checklist. He was like analysing everything and learning about it, because it always like zooming on his eyes, like he was like analysing everything. So I like that about Kite. So yeah, Kite gets out his Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon, then he uses his effects, which allows him to take control of an opponent's monster. Its effects are negated, but it basically turns into a Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon, and it gets its attack as well. So he uses that to double one of his monster's attack points, attack Seratari, defeat him, then attack Gong Genzaka in an OTK, which was pretty awesome. So yeah, the episode pretty much ends there. Yuya says that he's going to duel him next to try and like persuade him that they're not invaders. So that'll be cool to see. We also saw some hints in the next episode, so we get the Odd Eyes Xyz monster fusion again. So that'll be cool to see. But yeah, that's all I can say about the episode. I would like to know what you guys think of Kite below. Do you think this is the last season of Yu-Gi-Oh as well? Just let me know below, and thanks for watching. Right then guys, so recently I subscribed to Loot Crate. Specifically I subscribed to Loot Anime. They specialise in sending Loot Anime related stuff, and I thought that I'd do an unboxing for you guys and show you the kind of stuff I got. Unfortunately I'm in the future, so I've already opened it all, so I know what I get. This is what the box looks like after you've turned it inside out. It's kind of like a treasure chest, which we're going to see a treasure chest worth of stuff inside. Also, I'm wearing, spoiler, a t-shirt. You'll see more of that later. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Here we go. Right then, here we go. Welcome to the unboxing. First things first, let's get through this protective layer, which